in South Africa to perform for the third time actually with the show. I'm here doing a South African tour. I'm doing Port Elizabeth, Pretoria. I just did a show here in Durban, and yeah, for the third time, which is exciting, which is good. The show that I did back in 2008 in Joburg sold out every show and had millions of crazy little kids screaming and screaming. So there's a demand for it, and it's great to be back. The show incorporates both Hannah and Miley. The first half is all Hannah Montana, which is the big, massive dresses and the like sparkly shoes and the blonde wig, of course. And then the second half comes into Miley, which is just pretty much my hair and the clothes that I wear normally, which is pretty exciting. Which is cool because the show incorporates like two different levels. The Hannah's for the younger kids, and then the Miley's sort of for the teenagers. Yeah, so it incorporates both. I got told before I came here that the South African kids are very conservative, especially the Afrikaans children, which I had to be aware of because in Australia and New Zealand, they're just crazy. There's just no stopping them whatsoever. They'll do whatever they want. They'll get on the stage, you know, they're crazy. So when I first did my shows in Joburg, I found they, you know, until I had to scream and say, come down the front, come down the front, come down the front, they just, you know, would sit and do what their parents said. So at the start of the show, I'm saying, this is your show, you know, you come down the front, don't listen to your parents for 2 hours, which is not a very good thing to say, but yeah, they come down the front and they're great. Once you get them into it, they're great. But there's been a bit of everything, you know, there's some boys and there's girls and there's older ones and there's younger ones. And at my show in Durban last week, an old man dressed up in a blonde wig and a Hannah Montana outfit with like high heels and I started dancing at the age of 2 and singing at the age of 5. So I was very young, and it was just something I just continued and wanted to do for the rest of my life. I left school early to do full-time performing arts, and did that for 2 years, which was 5 days a week. That's all I did every single day. And then I auditioned for this part, and it was something that would just was just perfect, and I loved it. And I loved Miley. I followed her a lot, and I like who she was and who she became, and so it was a really easy part for me to sort of adapt to. Being to South Africa a lot of times, I think this was my 6th time altogether. In Joburg last year I did the pantomime at the Joburg Civic Theatre for a couple of months, and I just fell in love with South African people. They're just so down to earth and they're so loving and they're so kind, which is so different from Australia. There was a website, if you go to showtime.net.au, all the Hannah Montana dates are on there. I'm on Twitter under Clasina Preston, and there's a Facebook called The Hannah and Miley Show.